Guys, what a weekend it's been in the AFC West. You could feel the tension building all day as scores rolled in. And now, here we are, right on the edge of what could be one of the biggest Raiders versus Chargers games in recent memory. Here's the wild part. The Raiders didn't even play today. Yet somehow, this Sunday might have been one of the best days for Raider Nation in years. The Chiefs lost. The Broncos lost. And just like that, the path is perfectly clear for Las Vegas to take control of the division tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. Think about it, the Raiders haven't had a shot like this since 2002, when they last won the AFC West. More than 2 decades of waiting for a moment like this. That's what makes tomorrow night absolutely huge. So what's up, Raiders fans? Welcome to NFL Playbook, Raiders. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is the place for all things Raiders, from breakdowns to insider updates. Now let's talk Chiefs. Today's game should have every Raiders fan sitting up a little straighter. The defending AFC champs are now 0-2, after falling to the Eagles 20-17. And this wasn't just an early season slip, it was a moment where Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid look human, beatable even. Here's a stat for you. This is the first time the Chiefs have started 0-2 since 2014, and the first time Mahomes has ever lost 3 straight games, counting last February's Super Bowl. That's right, Mahomes had never dropped 3 in a row before today. And that, Raiders fans, is why tomorrow matters so much. Not only do the Chiefs look vulnerable, but the Raiders are staring at a once-in-a-generation opportunity to seize control of the AFC West. If the Raiders can take care of business tomorrow, they won't just win a game, they'll change the entire landscape of the division. The Chargers aren't an easy matchup, though. Coming off a huge Week 1 victory over the Chiefs, Los Angeles has momentum and confidence. People are already whispering about them as one of the top teams in the league. But the Raiders thrive under pressure. This is the kind of game where stars are made, legacies are built, and Raider Nation has a chance to witness it all unfold. Injuries could swing the game, but the news is promising for Las Vegas. Brock Bowers practiced today and looked absolutely sharp. Early worries had fans fearing a serious knee injury, with talk of ACL and MCL concerns floating around online. But it turns out Bowers is dealing with a PCL injury, much less severe than feared. His knee got jarred awkwardly, but with proper care, there's no long-term risk. Raiders fans can breathe a little easier knowing their playmaker is ready for Monday night. The stakes couldn't be higher. If the Raiders win, they move to 2-0 and take sole possession of first place. It's more than just a number in the standings. It's a statement. Las Vegas is back, hungry and capable of dominating the division. And let's not forget, this is the kind of pressure cooker moment where the Raiders shine. The Chargers have their weapons, but the Raiders have the heart, the strategy, and the momentum to turn this into a historic victory. Every snap tomorrow night could define the early season, and the Raiders know exactly what's on the line. By Monday night, after a couple more days of rest, Brock Bowers could be close to 100%. That's huge for the Raiders. Having your star playmaker fully ready can completely shift the game. His presence alone opens up the offense and keeps defenses on edge. The bad news? Jackson Powers-Johnson is out with a concussion. And this isn't just a simple absence. This is at least his 3rd concussion since college, and that raises serious concerns about his long-term health. The last time he had one, he missed 5 weeks. There's a chance this one could linger, forcing the Raiders to adjust even more. Analysts have compared his situation to Tua Tagovailoa. Multiple concussions change the way a player reacts to hits. A blow that barely bothers one player could sideline someone like JPJ for days. Watching last week's tape, you could see it in his movements. Slow, woozy, missing assignments, spitting aimlessly on certain plays. One particular hit seemed to alter everything, and moments later, he gave up a crucial sack. With JPJ out, Alex Kappa steps in on the offensive line. Kappa is solid, but there's no sugarcoating it. The line will take a hit. The Chargers' defensive line, led by Justin Herbert, will target any weakness, testing Kappa, DJ Glaze, and Jordan Meredith early and often. For the Raiders, the mission is clear: protect Geno Smith at all costs. Turnovers cannot happen. One fumble, one interception, and the game could swing instantly. So how do the Raiders win? It starts with Ashton Ginty. And it's not just about pounding the ball up the middle. The Raiders need creativity. Motion him out wide. Throw him screens. Put him in space where he can break tackles and make defenders miss. Last week, Ginty ran for 38 yards, but gained 45 after contact, meaning defenders were hitting him before he could fully operate. That's on the offensive line. If they can't open lanes, let Ginty operate as a receiver. Use those 12 personnel sets with Bowers and Michael Mayer on the field to create mismatches. Defensively, the plan is straightforward: make Justin Herbert uncomfortable. Pressure him, disrupt his rhythm, and force mistakes. Every sack, every hurried throw, every misread can tilt this game in the Raiders' favor. This isn't just a matchup, it's a chess game, and the Raiders have the pieces to dominate if they execute perfectly. Confident Herbert and rattled Herbert are two completely different quarterbacks. When he's standing tall in the pocket, he can pick a defense apart like a surgeon. But hit him early, hit him often, make him question what he's seeing, and mistakes start to pile up. That's exactly where the Raiders need to strike. Max Crosby has to dominate, plain and simple. All the chatter about Chargers tackle Joe Alt? Crosby has heard it all. Now is his chance to shut down the doubters and prove he's still one of the most disruptive forces in football. Every snap, every rush, every tackle, this is his statement game. Discipline on third downs will be critical too, especially against Keenan Allen. Last week, Allen caught 6 of 7 passes for either a first down or a touchdown. That cannot happen again. The Raiders must force the Chargers into tough third and longs and make them earn every yard. Stop the quick completions, disrupt timing, and get off the field. Every third down stop is a win for Las Vegas. The run game is just as important. The Chargers want to establish the ground attack to set up play-action passes. The Raiders can shut that down by stacking the box and taking away the running lanes, forcing the Chargers to become one-dimensional and predictable. One of the most crucial matchups to watch will be Khalil Mack versus DJ Glaze. Mack is still a beast, capable of turning games with a single play. If the Raiders get caught in 5-man protections without Glaze's help, Geno Smith could be in serious trouble. Chip Kelly's offense doesn't rely heavily on double teams, which means communication along the line will be absolutely critical. Glaze must hold his ground in one-on-one battles, or else the Raiders' quarterback could pay the price. Add in the Chargers' offensive line shuffle. Rashawn Slater is out for the season, rookie Joe takes left tackle, and Trey Pipkin starts on the right side, and you've got a golden opportunity for the Raiders' pass rush. Crosby should feast on Pipkins, while Malcolm County can make a real statement against Alt, who is still adjusting to the NFL game. This game will be physical, intense, and unforgiving. Both teams understand what's at stake, and both will come out swinging. But if the Raiders execute with precision, pressure Herbert, protect their quarterback, and control the line of scrimmage, they have everything they need to turn this into a statement victory for Raider Nation. The Raiders need to match and exceed the Chargers' intensity. Every snap, every tackle, every play must carry edge and authority. From the first whistle, they have to send a clear message: Las Vegas isn't here to participate, they're here to dominate. It's wild to see how quickly the landscape has shifted in just a couple of weeks. Coming into the season, all eyes were on the Chargers and Chiefs as the class of the division. Now, the Chiefs are winless. The Broncos are stumbling. And the Raiders have a golden opportunity to stand alone at the top of the AFC West. A victory tomorrow night isn't just about the standings. It's about reshaping the narrative around this team. No longer just the scrappy underdog chasing relevance. They're stepping into the spotlight as legitimate contenders. Every block, every tackle, every explosive play will echo across the division, signaling that Raider Nation is back. This is more than a game, it's a turning point. It's the moment when the Raiders can rewrite expectations, silence doubters, and stake their claim as the team to beat in the AFC West. Momentum, confidence, and history are all within reach, but only if they play with heart, grit, and relentless focus from start to finish. Tomorrow night, it won't just be a game. It will be a statement, a declaration. Raider Nation proving, once and for all, that the silver and black are a force to be reckoned with.